Welcome to NZ Guide. Please contact us regarding local hunting guides in New Zealand. Here is an interview with the O'Rourke brothers. They were one of the founding members of New Zealand Guide Association and have over 30 years experience from guiding in New Zealand. Your name, sir?
Kerry O'Rourke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Could you tell us a little bit about your business and how long time have you been going at it?
Yeah, well, our father started the business as a taxidermist,
Yeah.
and he was a keen hunter, and all his children went hunting as well, so we enjoyed hunting. Wonderful sport.
Yeah.
And one thing led to another. I've been a taxidermist for 46 years now, and I'm in partnership with my brother, and two of my children work for us, and we became professional hunting guides, founding members of the New Zealand Professional Hunting Guides Association, and did a lot of guiding. Not doing so much now guiding because we've got a lot of taxidermy to do, but we love hunting. We still hunt a lot. Yeah.
So you told me before, how many years had you been guiding? You said, was it
Probably 30 years of guiding.
Yeah. And that's a lot of time.
Mm.
So and you're situated here on the South Island?
Yeah, Central South Island, but have guided in the North Island and various other places too, and a bit in Alaska. I did a bit of guiding when I was in Alaska as well, and hunted a lot of places in the world as well. A lot of the northwestern lower states of the United States I've hunted extensively.
And you put together a package with everything included.
We take into consideration too the age of the client, and we can tailor a hunt to suit different properties we can hunt on. Have tracks that we can use 4-wheel drive to get up to the tops, and if required, helicopters are always available for transport. We prefer to hunt on foot, but nothing wrong with getting up the hill if you need a helicopter.
No.
Yep.
So which animals can you hunt here?
In particular, in our area here is red deer, fallow deer, chamois and tahr.
Yeah.
And a lot of tahr in particular is what I've guided on probably more than anything else.
Yeah. So a lot of big Tahrs, and right now it's not soon the rut or the raw.
Yep, the raw. There's probably even a few raws going on now. At the moment, it's late March. The peak of the raw generally around here is the first 2 weeks of April.
2 weeks of April. Yeah.
For the red deer, the fallow deer are a bit later.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks in April, a wee bit later. And tahr and chamois later still. Late May the tahr are rutting.
Yeah.
Late May and June. Yep.
So if you want to shoot a red deer, is this the best time?
It's a good time. Yeah. Good time. Yeah. Much better. I like the first week in April in particular. But it's good. Yep.
So if you're coming here for the first time and doing the raw, how should you hunt really? To work the raw?
Hard. No. Well, in any hunting, good optics. We all know, don't you? Good binoculars. Especially when you get older, you don't want to. When I was a boy, rush to the top of the mountain, rush up the next mountain. But good optics are wonderful things.
Doing a lot of optics.
Yeah.
How about the raw itself? Should you raw or shouldn't you raw?
It's always a good question. Always a good question. It depends how close you are.
Yeah.
If you're getting pretty close to an animal, and you think you should raw away from them.
Not at them. Away from them.
Yeah. Muffle it a bit. There's a lot of nice electronic roaring machines now with tapes of real stags roaring. Yeah. And they work very well. I know that. I've tried them too. Yep.
And is it easy to scare them if you don't do the raw right?
Certainly. Seems to do something for them.
Oh yeah, that's really good. So and it's the the same as the red regarding the hunting times and that as well, you reckon?
Yeah, just their main peak of their rut is a couple of weeks later than the red deer, but any time now, of course, you're going to count on them, of course, by hunting. Yeah.
So then we come to the famous chamois.
Yeah.
And
beautiful animal. Yeah.
Yeah, they are very beautiful. Yeah. And what's your advice on hunting a chamois?
Well, they're territorial. I mean, I just use the binoculars till I find one. Use a spotting scope to assess it.
Yeah.
And then sort of course, in all hunting, watch the wind and work out a stalking route to get to them. You know.
Yep.
Yeah. They often mark ridges in their territory. You know, come down rubbing their glands on the bushes and the shrubs.
Yeah.
You can quite often intercept them if you know which way they work in their territory. You know.
Wait
for them to come to you, sort of thing.
How about the time of day hunting the chamois?
Well, you know, it's just the same. It's earlier and later are best, but you in the rut, you can any time of day you can find them. They'll be out mostly in the open, you know.
Yeah.
Yep. They're quite sometimes they're quite tricky if they're hunted in an area that's well hunted.
Yes.
They will hide. Have you ever seen chamois dive into the scrub and hide? They just disappear, and you think they were there a minute ago, and if you wait, they come out of the scrub. They'll hide sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And bull Tahr do that as well. Hide. Yeah.
So but the chamois more you can hunt all through the day.
You
a
can.
little bit more, yeah.
You can. Yeah.
How about the tops and the bottoms and the creeks? They're often in the creeks, yeah.
Yeah, chamois seem to be from the top in the west coast valleys there. I've hunted them, and they've been running in the creek and running at 2,000 metres, same area, just as happy up there or down there, you know.
Yeah.
Tahr have an altitude at different times of year.
Yes.
And during the Tahr rut, they're generally pretty high. But later at the end of the winter and the start of the spring, Tahr are really low. That's in October, November.
Yeah.
And so if you're very unfit and you want to get a Tahr, October, November, you'll quite often shoot them from the riverbed, you know, in creeks. Yeah.
So that's the best time. But the Tahr usually are the worst places imaginable. Yes.
Oh, certainly there's people that shoot Tahr that you can't recover them unless you go and get a alpine team. Guys with ropes and pitons and things. Yeah. They fall in some pretty nasty places at times, and they quite often break their horns off too. You know. So you sort of try and pick a place. You don't want to shoot one on the sheer cliff. You know.
No.
If you can manage it, wait till he gets off the cliff. You know.
Yeah. So you can get as well, and they are they're walking up and down the hill. So in the morning.
Yeah, you're quite right. Tahr come down to feed.
Yeah.
And back up in the morning. Yep. So they feed at night. Yeah. They come down into the meadows.
Yeah.
In the morning, you see them climbing back up into the rough bluffs. Yeah.
So that's what you want them when they're moving up and down. Yes.
Yes. Well, it's nice to be waiting for them when they're coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they can be quite tricky too. There, I've seen a very big bull one time when I had clients.
Yeah.
From a long way away, coming into a meadow to feed.
Yeah.
And I said, well, we can't get there today. We'll be there waiting for him tomorrow, the next night. You know. Yeah. He goes down the other side of the mountain. You know, didn't come to the same meadow that next night.
No.
Yeah, these things happen.
So, but when you shoot the Tahr, do you want to go up high or do you want to be low? Or?
Well, you are better off if you're above them because they spend most of their time looking down for danger down the mountain. You can travel the tops when you're young and fit like you. Yeah. You can if you can travel the tops and you're above them, you've got a better chance of sneaking in close. That's for sure. Yeah.
So that's what you want to do. And you said now we're here in April. Where are they situated then?
The Tahr?
Yeah.
They should be pretty high, especially on the east coast.
Yeah.
More chance of finding one on the west coast in the scrub because there's a lot more cover there. They do go down into the scrub. Yeah. But generally speaking, they're higher before the rut and during the rut.
Yeah. And the bulls are by themselves this time of year, yes?
They'll still be by themselves now. Yep. They're in bachelor groups from roughly August, September, October. They get into bachelor groups right through the summer. Yep. Yeah, and Well, they still should be in bachelor groups because they don't rut till late May. Yeah.
So if you want to shoot a Tahr and a chamois, when is the best time of the year to come here, you reckon?
Yeah, late May.
Late May.
Yep.
And for the red, then it's
first 2 weeks of April is the peak. And Fallow Deer last 2 weeks of April. Yep.
And if you want,
it's a shame they're all different times, isn't it?
Yeah. And if you want to shoot everything, when should you come to New Zealand?
Well, I think getting a free range red stag's probably the hardest one of them.
Yep.
So you're probably best to come in the first 2 weeks of April and then hunt the others as well.
Yep. And then you can you do the red stag first, and then you can do the other ones.
Yeah.
You also told me that you have free range. You have access to free range, public land, and game parks. Yes.
And free range private land as well.
Yep.
The farmers that look after their animals for free range hunters, they charge trophy fees.
Yep.
But some of those properties have got amazing amounts of animals on them compared with public land, because public land's under such pressure from so many hunters. You know. Yeah.
So a good combination to have free ranges go on private blocks, basically.
Oh yes, it's best if you can afford it.
That's the best way. If you have hunters from Sweden or from Europe coming here, how should they practice before they come here? What's important?
Training, fitness.
Fitness. Yes. Shoes, I guess.
Yes, good boots. Yeah, climbing up and down hills.
Yes.
If you've got some at your home area, the better off you're going to be if you've had done a bit of work climbing up and down hills.
And what distances could people expect to be shooting from?
Yeah, well, with those mountain game animals, it's like 200 meters is quite often the shot. 200 meters. So if you can shoot to 3 or 4. So much the better for you, you know. Yeah. And there are some people in New Zealand that are into long range shooting, but not everybody is. And I think Europeans are probably more conservative about getting in range of targets. Rules.
So it's for 200-300 meters is something you need to practice at.
It would be so much help rather than coming with a rifle. You think you can shoot 100 meters.
It's hard on the Tahr and that. And what kind of calibers do you recommend?
Well, personally I use a 300 WSM. But there's a lot of people in New Zealand use just 308s, 3006s, 7mm08s, very popular in New Zealand.
All right.
And
270.
There's not a lot of people who shoot magnums in New Zealand, but 7mm Magnum 300 Win Mag. There's a wee following there. But generally speaking, it's smaller guns.
And if the clients don't have guns, you can organize that?
Definitely. Yep.
What kind of guns do you have?
I've got a Kimber with a Night Force scope on it, and a Browning A-bolt with a Leupold scope on it. Reasonably nice rifles, and my brothers have got more rifles, so we can.
So it's no worries. Having more rifles. And also, if you have a European hunter coming here and organizing a hunt with you guys, you can help with the paperwork and that, I guess, a little bit.
Oh, definitely. We're used to exporting trophies, mounted and unmounted. To all countries. We've got a license to do the exporting.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you very much, sir. Do you have anything last advice?
No, come over and hunt.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.